we're gonna do the top 10 coolest movie dads. Okay? So we're doing movies, and we're gonna have it's a JoBlo. What JoBlo thinks is the top 10 coolest movie dads. So let's see who JoBlo thinks is the top 10 movie dads, and let us see if we agree with it, shall we?
What's in the box?
Hey everyone, it's Jason Dean with the JoBlo Movie Network. It's Father's Day, and here's a special JoBlo Top 10 episode for you guys. It's the Top 10 Dads from Movies. Number 10 is Dennis Hopper from True Romance. This one is a sad one, but not having seen his son for over 3 years, Christian Slater shows up in trouble, and Dennis Hopper is ready to protect his son. And
God, have you guys ever seen True Romance? Lucian, this is movies only, not TV shows. So no Walter White in this one. But how many of you guys have seen this movie, True Romance? Okay, this one, it's kind of fucked up. It's an older Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette movie, and Dennis Hopper plays his dad. JoBlo is probably going to get into it, but basically, this is a case of the dad making the ultimate sacrifice for his son.
And later on, he proves it in a meeting with Christopher
I
Walken.
haven't heard from you in 3 years. You show up all of a sudden at 8 o'clock in the morning. You walk in here like a goddamn bulldozer. And don't get me wrong, I love you. I'm glad to see you. But slow it down, man. All right? Now, when did you get married?
Number 9 is Eugene.
Oh, that's all you got. They're gonna skip that part of why? Okay, they completely skip. Okay, if JoBlo's gonna skip over this, I sure as fucking not. Here's the part where Dennis Hopper was an amazing fucking dad to Christian Slater in this movie. Because when Christopher Walken shows up, bearing in mind, Christian Slater earlier in the film, Christian Slater kills a drug dealer, played by Gary Oldman. Not drug dealer, a pimp. Gary Oldman plays a pimp for Patricia Arquette. And when Patricia Arquette gets hired by a friend to basically fuck Christian Slater and act like the perfect girl for him, they actually fall in love. But she can't leave because her pimp wouldn't let her. So Christian Slater confronts the pimp. A lot of things happen, but in the end, Christian Slater shoots and kills the pimp and takes his money. So later, basically, I think it was like mob connected in some way, if I remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But Christopher Walken shows up at Dennis Hopper's trailer. And they tune him up a little bit, and then Christopher Walken starts talking with, and the two of them have this back and forth where Christopher Walken is trying to get Dennis Hopper to tell him where his son is gone. And Dennis Hopper refuses to tell him, and then he goes on this big old story where he basically explains how the Italians actually originated from Africans. And basically he says all Italians are the N-words. Although he didn't say N-word, obviously. And he does this long story, and in the end, he still refuses to tell Christopher Walken where his son is, and Walken ends up shooting and killing him. And basically, so Dennis Hopper literally sacrifices his life to protect his son from these gangsters. The heartbreaking part is 5 seconds after this happens, with Dennis Hopper refusing to tell him they had nothing, one of the goons finds a note on Dennis Hopper's refrigerator telling them exactly where he's going. So the gangsters can actually go and find Christian Slater. And so Dennis Hopper didn't say anything, trying to protect his son, died for it, and it was all for naught. Because of a single note left on a fridge. And that's what made Dennis Hopper such a fucking great dad, is because he died to protect his son.
When did you get married?
Number 9 is Eugene Levy from American
Oh,
Pie.
yeah.
Now, what kind of father would you be if you didn't cover for your son after finding him in this predicament? What an awesome dad to sit down and talk about it so you both can get your story straight from mom.
Oh, gin? It's not what it looks like.
Yes, it is.
Well, we'll just tell your mother that we ate it all.
Yeah. Okay. Eugene Levy was not like the badass that Dennis Hopper was. Eugene Levy was just fucking cool. He realized Eugene Levy is the kind of dad I think we all wanted. Someone that was actually understanding, realizing that, granted, Jason Biggs is supposed to be a teenager here, but, realizing he's a teenager, he's growing up, he's going through things, and he's just he's not embarrassing him. And yes, correct, Kaibo. Eugene Levy is Canadian. But he's being supportive of his son in some of the most embarrassing, and this extended all the way through the sequels. He was the same in American Pie 2. He was the same in American Reunion. He was just he was completely, his son is a screw up. Let's flat out call this. Jason Biggs' character was a screw up in all the movies, and his dad was just there for him. His dad was there for him every time, wasn't judgmental of him, was just okay, so we'll do it. We'll look at it this way. It's fine. And he was just so cool. And he was just he wasn't over the top. He wasn't hilarious. He wasn't a badass. He was just an average dad that was supporting his son. And what's better than that, honestly?
That we ate it all.
At number 8 is Robin
Here we
Williams
go.
as Mrs. Doubtfire. We all remember him in the dress, acting motherly with his British accent, but so many people forget the whole reason for him to do this was to see his kids and be with them during a nasty separation from his wife.
Hello. Mrs. Hillard, I
Yes.
presume?
Yes, I'm Miranda Hillard.
Euphigenia Doubtfire.
Yes. Won't
God.
you please come in?
One of his greatest movies. And yeah, he literally, he did it just so he could spend time with his kids. And it wasn't it wasn't in an aggressive way. It wasn't they're my kids, damn it. No, it's he loved his kids so much that he would do anything just to be able to spend time with them. And not in a dark or disturbing way. He did this he crafted this persona of the loving yet stern Mrs. Doubtfire, Regina Doubtfire, so he could spend time with his kids that he loved. And it's honestly a beautiful, and it is a sad story, Gore. It does have something of a happy ending, where he gets visitation with his kids again, which God knows if anything can happen. During the filming of this movie, Sally Field's father died, and Robin told her, Cedrus, that sounds vaguely familiar. I do know that Robin, everything he worked on, everything Robin Williams worked on, he was incredibly generous with everyone that he worked with. He would do everything he can with the people that he worked with if they were feeling sad or low or they needed help. he would, in a heartbeat, just do anything to help them. Because that's the kind of guy he was. And it still hurts that he did it, and feeling that pain that he was feeling inside him the whole time. He wanted everyone else to feel happy because he wasn't. It's fuck. Every time I think about it, shit. Every time I think about Robin Williams and how incredible he was, when he was hurting so much on the inside, it all just makes me cry. Every time. Is that the kind? Is why this role fit him so fucking perfect. Because he just wanted people to be happy. He wanted his kids to be happy. He wanted to be with them so he could make them happy. And that's kind of why this role was perfect for him. Because what he does. And shit. Okay.
Come in.
Thank you, dear. And these must be the cherubs.
Yes. This is Natalie.
Oh, hello, Natalie.
Are you wearing bug spray?
Oh, oh, it's quite all right, dear. No offense taken. I was a little liberal with the atomizer. And at my age, dear, you know, it's like a good Stilton. Everything does have its old aroma. I admire that honesty, Natalie.
Number
God, he was so damn good. You know. Yeah, heckle. Not all dads wear capes. Some wear dresses. It's true. Yes. God.
Number 7 is Superman's dad, Jor-El. Take your pick of Marlon Brando from Superman or Russell Crowe from Man of Steel. Both of them serve the same role and provide the same solution for Kal-El to save him from...
Okay. I know it's Superman. And Jor-El sends his only son into the stars to save him when the planet's gonna explode. It's a classic tale, I know. I'm sorry. I don't think that Jor-El belongs in the top 10 coolest movie dads. I'm sorry, no. Jor-El's a good father, sure. But the coolest movie dad? No. No, I'm sorry, because even, like, the movies, honestly, I don't think did a whole lot of justice to the character Jor-El in the first place. Realistically, either as per Brando or Russell Crowe, I honestly don't think the movies did justice to Jor-El. Yeah, Revan, I'm thinking so too. Like, Pa Kent would have been a far better, although the OG Pa Kent, not the fucking Zack Snyder Pa Kent, who's like, no, you cannot use your powers to save me, even though it'll be very fucking easy and no one would know that you used your powers to save me. No, you must let me die. Yeah, like the OG Pa Kent from the Christopher Reeve era would have been a far better cool dad, for sure, than Jor-El in these movies. And yeah, definitely not the Kevin Costner version.
From the destruction of their planet. What are dads for?
He'd be fast. Virtually invulnerable.
Isolated. Alone.
He will not be alone.
I know RPX. That's why I'm like, the movies did not do Jor-El good justice. The comics were able to do it much better.
He will never be alone.
Yeah, I like Russell Crowe especially. I didn't. It was just Yeah, Viper's dead. Yeah, exactly. Paul Kent, Jonathan Kent, was the cool dad. Abso-fucking-lutely. Without doubt. Without a doubt.
Goodbye, my son.
This was a bad choice. This was a bad choice on their
Number 6
part.
is Sean Connery as Henry Jones Sr. from...
Yes. Yes. Okay. I agree with this. I fucking agree with this. Sean Connery as Indy's dad. These two were so fucking good together. Okay? They were so, like, Harrison Ford and Sean Connery played off of one another so fucking good. And Sean Connery did such a good job as Henry Jones Sr. He was smart. He could kind of kick ass, even being, being an older historian. He could still kind of kick ass. And he could actually put Indy in his place. And it was fucking great. Absolutely. Yes. 1,000 times yes.
From
I agree
Indiana
with this.
Jones and the Last Crusade. How awesome
Yeah.
would it be to have a father that was just as crazy and adventurous as you are, not to mention sharing the same taste in women?
This is true. This is true. Leave us not forget. Henry fucked her. Indiana literally got his dad's seconds. How fucking base is that? That Henry got her. Henry Sr. got her. Hell yes. I am not David. Wait for it.
I can't forget how wonderful it was.
Thank you. It was rather wonderful.
Yes, Henry Sr. banged her. He banged the hot Nazi bitch. Uh-huh. Because later, because he was, when they first busted in, he was saying, she's a Nazi, kill her, she's a Nazi. And Indy didn't believe it. And later, when they're in this scene, Indy asks, like, how did you know she was a Nazi? And Henry goes, she talks in her sleep. Yeah, how would he know she talks in her sleep, chat? Yes.
Dr. Schneider. Your car's ready.
But the fact is...
That's how Austrians say goodbye.
The fact is, yes, she was a spy, and she did what she did. He still kept up with her. Oh, yeah, Jonathan, yes, I know the smirk. I know, I mean, think about how old Sean Connery was at this point. Sean Connery was probably in his, I want to say he was in his 50s when they made this movie, I think. I'm reasonably sure he was in his 50s at this point, possibly older. And she was in her, what, late 20s? And he's keeping up with her? The fucking based senior, right fucking there.
Number 5 is Darth Vader. I know. He wasn't exactly there for his twins growing up. And it's hard to get along with someone who cut the hand off his son and helped to blow up the planet where his daughter lives. But he finally comes around in the end and destroys the Emperor to keep his son and daughter safe.
Okay, this one's a toughie. This one is a toughie because, yes, in the end, he chose family. but he was really, he did redeem himself in the end and destroyed the Emperor. I'm not sure if that one thing, I'm not sure if that one thing makes him coolest movie dad. Yeah, that's the, like, he had, if they had a list for, like, dads who came in clutch in the end for their family, sure, he'd be in there. Yes. For coolest movie dads, I know. I'm sorry, no, he's not, he doesn't belong in a list of coolest movie dads. Coolest movie dads is not simply like the one moment. Okay? It's not simply just one moment out of all the time we see them on screen. That's why I also said that Jor-El, I don't think was coolest movie dad. It's look at the other dads we've seen thus far. Look at Dennis Hopper, look at Eugene Levy, look at Robin Williams. Throughout all of their time on screen, they were great dads. Throughout all their time on screen. Darth Vader, you had him at the very end, and that was it. He was an evil. He was a creature of evil up until that end. So I don't think he fits. Honestly, I don't think he fits.
No. Go, my son. Leave me.
No, you're coming with me. I'll not leave you here. I've got to save
Lucian,
you.
no, they did not.
You're
The only thing Luke and Leia did together was in Empire Strikes Back, Leia kisses Luke, and they don't know their siblings yet, and that's it. That's the only thing that has happened between Luke and Leia. No, Luke and Leia did not sleep together.
already have. Look. You were right.
Was she your
You're
30s,
right
Benners?
about
Okay.
me.
So, he was double her age
Tell
practice.
your sister. You were right.
All such a raven.
Number
Also
4
very
is
true.
Liam Neeson from Taken. I think most
Yes. Yes. You guys were saying this, and I fucking agree. Yes. Fucking Liam Neeson. Oh, goddamn, is he a cool dad? He is not only a cool dad, he is one of the most badass dads in movie fucking history. And granted, I have not seen the sequels. I am not going to see the sequels. But for the first Taken, oh yes. Oh, he is. I'm honestly a little surprised he's not number 1 because goddamn, this is a man who literally tore through. He cut a bloody fucking swath through Eastern Europe to get his daughter back. Hell yes, he is a cool dad. Fuck yes.
Most fathers would quickly threaten people on the phone when their son or daughter is kidnapped, but not too many could actually follow through with the threats in a way he does in this movie.
Yes, Revan, it is.
If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do
What I
have
do have is a
are
very particular set of skills.
skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you.
I will find you.
And I will kill you.
Number 3.
Yes. 100% agree. I'm actually surprised he's not higher on the list. Fuck yes. Absolutely cool. Absolute badass dad. Fuck yes. And oh, he kept that promise in fucking spades, King. In spades.
And I will kill you.
Number 3 is Michael Keaton as Jack Butler in Mr. Mom. This is a classic that truly shows how inept most dads really are in the roles of mom. But don't we all deserve a father who really tries to make it
I've never
being the
seen
mom
this
of the
one.
house?
You passed it.
Past what? We're right on time.
But, Dad, you're doing it wrong. Mommy doesn't do it like this.
We're gonna do it the Jack Butler method. What is this? This is nuts.
Yeah.
Why are they all honking?
Because you're doing it wrong.
Tell me I'm doing it wrong. I know how to do this.
Hi, Jack. I'm Annette.
Hi.
You're doing it wrong.
Number
I have never seen Mr. Mom. That clip did not help me. Help me out here. Was Michael Keaton a cool dad in Mr. Mom? It seems like a lot of it is just him fumbling around, screwing up, and I guess maybe in the end he kind of nails down the Mr. Mom thing. It's honestly and Vito, that's what I assumed. I assumed he turns it around in the end because this was an 80s movie, and that's what they always did. They start off as a screw up, and then by the end of the film, they turn it around. That's classic 80s. But I mean, would he be ranked as a top 10 coolest movie dad? I don't know. Chat, I will defer to you. Do you think that Michael Keaton in Mr. Mom was one of the top 10 coolest dads in movies? Not really, V-Dog. Probably not Silver. Kaibo, not better than Taken, clearly. 2 Pop Trot, maybe. Okay. Gore of Thor, 3 guy and a baby. 3 men and a baby, Gore? That might be a tough one, but we'll see. V-Dog, you thought was kind of mid. Vera, you said I think a few better of him, but you can see him on the list. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. But RPX are saying nope, not by a long shot. No, definitely shouldn't have been above Robin. Colonel, I will fully agree with that. Even not having seen the movie, I do not think it should have been above Robin. I absolutely agree with that one. Yeah, he's now granted. Okay, I will say that this list may not necessarily be in order of best to worst. I don't think that the 10 through 1 is a commentary on of a ranking. It's probably just the top 10 quote unquote coolest dads in no particular order. I'm thinking that there is a no particular order on this one. So this is not saying that he's ranking higher than the others. It's just where maybe they just kind of did a random. They just did an RBG or RDG and just threw the name somewhere in a list, and it's not actually ranked.
You're doing it wrong.
Number 2 is Arnold Schwarzenegger as John Matrix in Commando.
Who's asking for John Matrix? Who was asking for it? Oh, yes. I'd say yes. I mean, definitely better than Brian Mills, but only barely. Okay? Only barely does John Matrix edge out Brian Mills. They are both fucking badass. Absolutely fucking badass. And he definitely had a body count higher than Brian Mills did. Wait, really, Alistair? Commando, Die Hard, and Predator are all in the same world? Are they? I didn't know that. Huh. Why is it Soldier in the Bath? Well, there's 2 of them. There's another one here that's also pointing his rifle at him. Great weapons discipline, guys. This is the good guy, and he's holding a child.
This is another scenario along the lines of Taken, where his daughter is kidnapped and he has to rescue her. And boy, does he leave a body count in doing so. Plus, if he was your dad, your last name would be Matrix.
This is true. Leave anything for us? Just bodies.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
I'd just like you to start off your unit again, John. All it would take is you're coming back.
This was the last time.
Oh, yeah. Like, chat, this is Alyssa Milano. This is Alyssa Milano, and I'm pretty sure she was about 9, 10 years old in this movie. And she's what? Alyssa Milano, I think, is in her 40s now? I think. Yeah. Oh, she was 13? Okay, she's a little bit older than I thought. Yeah, she was 13 in this. This was, I'm pretty sure her first role. I believe this may have been her first ever role in Hollywood. I don't think she had a role before this one. This is what got her started. Yeet. Yes, Silver is in Charmed Alyssa Milano.
Until the next time.
No chance.
And no.
Okay. Number one
is Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold from the National Lampoon Vacation franchise. He's the all-American father, the family patriarch everyone can relate to, and all he...
You know what? I agree with this. I do. Clark W. Griswold, yes, I think was a cool dad. I really do. He wasn't, again, he was just an average guy, and he was just, he wanted the best for his family. He was, like through all the movies, everything that they went through, all the insanity they went through, and he was like, in the end, what he wanted something great for his family. Everyone. Each vacation he wanted that, he wanted to take them to this, in the first one, in National Lampoon's Vacation. He wanted to take them to this great amusement park and, went through hell to get them to this amusement park. In Christmas Vacation, he's doing everything he can to try and give his family a great Christmas, despite everything, despite basically the world being against him. In European Vacation, he's trying to just, he wins the vacation into Europe and he wants to give them a great vacation. Vegas Vacation, again, it's always him trying to basically just give his family a great vacation. That's all he wants. He wants to give them a great vacation so they can have a good time, to have a memorable time. He's wanting to create these wonderful memories, and it's like the world is against him at every turn. Yeah, but he still does it. He still keeps going on every time.
All-American father, the family patriarch everyone can relate to, and all he wants to do is take his family on vacation, damn it.
Hey, it's a little fun, okay? Whatever happens, just trust me. Will you just trust me? Huh, kids?
Oh, God, John Candy.
Sorry, folks, park's closed. The moose out front should have told you.
Yes, we're here to see Mr. Roy Wally.
What is your name, sir?
Clark W. Griswold.
What's this regarding, Mr. Grizzle?
We're here for public amusement relations, or a summer inspection to a personal matter. Inspection.
Well, nobody notified this office of anything.
Well, I'm notifying you.
I'm afraid I'm gonna need a little more than that, sir.
Okie dokie. How's this?
Clark, have you lost your mind? Where did you get that?
Sporting goods store, honey. Now you listen to me, fat ass. You do it.
What's so funny? I've seen these before. I've actually seen these before. You know what this is, chat? It's not even a BB gun, Vera. I knew someone that used to have one of these. It's a dart gun. This is actually, it's not even, it could use BBs, but it was sold as a dart gun. You would basically, where you would normally see like the safety on the other side, you pop that, it pops this loose, you pull this back, push it back forward, and then right here by the front sight post, it flips up. And yes, it could take BBs, but it was sold with these tiny little darts that you would load into it via the front loading chamber here by the front sight post. And it came with like a dart board, and it was designed for you to shoot darts with. Anybody who knew about it, steel darts, silver. This was not a trank gun. This was like a toy. This was basically sold as like a quote-unquote toy, and it came with steel, tiny little, like, thumbtack-sized darts. And anybody who knew about these was immediately like, that's a fake gun. Blatantly fake. They knew.
Me, fat ass. You do what I say and there won't be any problem, okay? Okay. We just drove 2,460 miles just for a little Roy Wally entertainment. The moose says you're closed. I say you're open.
We're not really violent people. This is our first gun.
And that wraps up another JoBlo Top 10. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and tell us below who your favorite father figure is from movies. I'm Jason Dean. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, favorite, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, like I know, like some of your favorites did not make it on here. The thing is, you gotta remember, this movie was made like this video was made 11 years ago. Okay, this is an old movie, or a movie. Jesus, this was an old video from 11 years ago. We have had plenty of movies that have come out since then that we could easily say, oh yeah, these are this is like the coolest dad ever. So. To bear that in mind, as far as what someone was saying about Atticus Finch, I'm thinking they were probably trying to keep the movies to within the current genre. From like, they were trying to keep it like 80s forward, and they weren't going back to the older movies, and that's why because there are probably so many great dads in old school cinema history, they were keeping it to like the 80s and no. So yeah, that's that. When you're talking about like with John Candy, yeah, he was a pretty great dad in what was it? Great Outdoors. He played a great dad in that one. Like he took on a fucking John Candy took on a fucking bear in the Great Outdoors, for God's sake. Yes. He was like badass dad. He was fucking great. So yeah, it's pretty good list. Couple of them we didn't agree with, but overall, pretty good list. Pretty good.